Hello everyone, welcome back to Bridge is for Everyone. My name's Jad. This is topic 3 in the extensions series. The topic is the Jacoby 2NT convention. This is a very popular convention. It can be used with the standard system explained in my Learn to Play series. It is also a necessary prerequisite for my upcoming series 2/1. Let's start with an example. This is board E3A. Partner is the dealer. Here is your hand. As always, you value your hand. You have 15 high card points and 0 long points for a total of 15 points. Your only short suit is a doubleton diamond, so your hand is balanced. And you have 2 biddable suits, spades and clubs. Partner opens the bidding with 1 spade, and East passes. It's your turn to bid. You interpret partner's bid. Partner's opening bid shows 13 to 21 points and 5 or more spades. You check for a suit fit. You add partner's minimum of 5 spades to your 4 spades for a total of 9 spades. Not only do you have the 8 spades necessary for a fit, but you have 9 spades. This leaves your opponents with at most 4 spades, so you have a very significant advantage in the trump suit. You will play a spade contract, but at what level? You start by revaluing your hand. You replace your 0 long points with 1 dummy point for a new total of 16 points. You add partner's minimum of 13 points to your 16 points for a partnership total of at least 29 points. This is enough for a game contract of 4 spades, but if partner has a few more points, a slam may be possible. So how can you pass all this information to partner? The answer is you consider using the Jacoby 2NT convention. Let's look at the rules for using this convention. First, the Jacoby 2NT can only be used in response to partner's opening bid of one of a major, that is, 1 spade or 1 heart. Second, you need 4 or more trump support for partner's suit. Third, you need 13 or more points. Fourth, you must not have passed prior to this bid. And finally, your opponents must not have interfered by bidding or doubling. If you meet all these requirements, then you should bid 2NT. This bid is artificial and conveys all the relevant information. You meet all the requirements of the Jacoby 2NT convention. You bid 2NT. And West passes. It's partner's turn to bid. Let's look at the bids available to partner. There are many conventional responses to a Jacoby 2NT bid, most of which are rarely used. Until you are very familiar with this convention, I recommend you limit yourself to bidding only the trump suit. With a minimum opening hand of 13 to 15 points, just bid game in the trump suit. But with a stronger hand of 16 or more points, bid just 3 of the trump suit. Bidding low with a strong hand may seem counterintuitive, but the bid is forcing, so partner will not pass. The advantage is that a low bid gives you more bidding space to check if a slam is really possible. You will see how to make the most of this bidding space in future videos. Now, back to your hand. Partner has a minimum hand and bids 4 spades. East passes. Partner's weak hand means that you have no chance of a slam. You pass, and West passes to end the auction. The contract is 4 spades by North. The Jacoby 2 trump convention has given you an opportunity to look for a slam without going beyond the game level bid of 4 spades. When your partner bids 2 trump, how do you know if it is Jacoby? Let's check the requirements. If your partner makes a 2 trump bid, you will know it's a Jacoby 2 trump bid if the following auction requirements are met. First, it is a response to your 1 spade or 1 heart opening bid. Second, partner has not previously passed. And third, there has been no interference in the auction by your opponents. That is, they have only passed. So what are the gains of using the Jacoby 2 trump convention? The first gain is quite simply to increase the opportunities to look for a slam. And the second is to alert partner to your 9-card fit in the trump suit. Now, let's consider what is lost by using this convention. As with all conventions that involve artificial bids, the increased complexity of the bidding system is a loss to the partnership. Until the partnership is familiar with the bidding, there can be misinterpretations leading to potential disasters. The other loss with this convention is, in some situations, the inability to use the natural 2 trump bid which has been used previously. You need to make sure that partner always knows what your bid means. Let's look at an example. This is board E3B. Partner is the dealer. Here is your hand. As always, you value your hand. You have 12 high card points and 0 long points, for a total of 12 points. You have no short suits, so your hand is balanced, and you have 1 biddable suit, clubs. Partner opens the bidding with 1 diamond, and East passes. It's your turn to bid. You apply the rules from the Learn to Play series. With no biddable major suit and not enough diamonds to guarantee a fit with partner, you bid 2 trump. Because partner opened a minor suit, the auction requirements for a Jacoby 2 trump cannot be met. So partner will know this is not a Jacoby 2 trump bid. It is a natural 2 trump bid, showing 10 to 12 points and a balanced hand. Now, let's look at another example. This is board E3C. Partner is the dealer. Here is your hand. As always, you value your hand. You have 11 high card points and 0 long points, for a total of 11 points. Your only short suit is the doubleton spade, so your hand is balanced, and you have 2 biddable suits, hearts and clubs. Partner opens the bidding with 1 spade, and East passes. It's your turn to bid. You have enough points and must bid, but you can't guarantee a fit with partner's spades. As you saw in the previous example, the Learn to Play series would recommend a bid of 2 trump, showing 10 to 12 points and a balanced hand. but your system now uses the Jacoby 2NT convention. The auction meets the requirements for a Jacoby 2NT bid. So if you bid 2NT, partner will misinterpret your bid. So you cannot bid 2NT. You need to make a different bid. You follow the other rules from the Learn to Play series and bid 2 clubs. Now there is no confusion. Partner will understand your bid perfectly. The important point here is that if your 2NT bid could be interpreted as a Jacoby 2NT, then partner will interpret it as such. You lose the ability to make a natural 2NT bid in this situation. Apart from the natural 2NT response to one of a major, the Jacoby 2NT convention is compatible with the standard bidding covered in the Learn to Play series. It is also independent of any other convention. This means that if you and partner wish to add it to your bidding system, then you can. The use of the Jacoby 2NT convention is extremely valuable, but the circumstances in which it can be used are quite rare. I recommend including it in your bidding system when you are experienced enough to implement it reliably. The Jacoby 2NT is considered an advanced convention. It must be listed on your system card, but also must be alerted when used at a bridge club. This means that if your partner makes a bid of 2NT, which is a Jacoby 2NT, then you must immediately display an alert bidding card or say the word alert out loud. This video explained the use and purpose of the Jacoby 2NT convention, which can be used in response to an opening bid of one of a major suit. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to this channel. Until next time, this is Jad reminding you that bridge is for everyone.